Welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to start a new series, and the aim of this series is to model the butterfly and then to animate it. So here on the screen you can see I am having the reference of the butterfly, and we are going to model this particular butterfly and we will also animate it. So without wasting much time, let's start the video. So here I am adding a cube, and we will just use this cube to model this butterfly. So here I am scaling it downward, and we need to start the modeling from the head of this butterfly. So I am placing it over here and applying the rotation and scale. So now selecting the cube, you can go to the edit mode and just add a loop cut into the center, and then just delete this left hand side vertices, and we are going to add a mirror modifier. So here I am adding a mirror modifier and turn on the clipping option. So now we can just simply just align the vertices, and we can also keep on adding loop cuts to have a smooth transition of the vertices, and then you can just simply extrude those vertices by following the reference given in the image. Just keep on extruding as many as time till it becomes perfect. So just keep on extruding this, and at the edge of the mesh you can just scale it downward so that it looks proper. So now what we can do is we can add a subdivision surface modifier and increase the subdivision. Feel free to just adjust those vertices. So here you can see I am using the proportional editing tool, which you can access by pressing O on the keyboard, so that it will affect more than one vertices falling into that region. So now we can just proceed on to the modeling of the body of this butterfly. So for that, what we can do is we can just select each of these vertices, and then we can simply extrude it one time, and then what we need to do is we need to scale them along the z-axis by numpad 0, so that the vertices will become flat, and then you can just proceed on to the extruding process as many as time you want. So while extruding, you need to keep in mind that the vertices don't merge at the center, otherwise it will create some problem of clipping, as since we have this clipping option turned on. So you need to keep in mind that particular thing, so that you can just move it over the adjacent x direction. So after you reach at the bottom of this model, so what you need to do is just extrude it one last time and then merge it at the merge by distance, and then increase this distance value. So it will merge the vertices, and the mesh will be having a closed structure. So now you can see we can just further improve this particular mesh while going to the sculpt mode and then just sculpting it properly. So we need to just blob this middle portion of this butterfly. So that's why I'm using this particular tool. So it will just blob this particular area, and then you can just use this smooth tool and then just smooth out those areas so that it will become uniform throughout the mesh. So here on the other side you can also do the same thing. So as soon as you complete the sculpting process, what we can do is we can just proceed further and model those two of those antenna like structure appearing on the head of this butterfly. So what we can do is we can just select any of the face over here and just insert a face, scale it downward properly, but before that close the proportional editing tool and then just keep on extruding it while following the reference. Make sure that it is not thicker along the y-axis, so that you need to scale it downward again and then just subdivide it a couple of times by pressing Shift R so that it will repeat the previous process. Then using the loop tool, convert it to circle and then just keep on extruding. So while extruding this particular structure, you need to also focus on the, what you can say, the dimension of this. So where the scale will be higher, you need to scale it up, and where it is lower, you need to scale it downward. So now you can see I am just scaling it upward. So now you can see we are about to complete this particular modeling of this butterfly, and I am going to end this particular video, and we will meet in the part 2 of this video.